Good evening and welcome back to Pinkster podcast with me, Jason Rupain. It's good to have you guys again with me, man. I really appreciate the love, the support that I've been getting, man. Yo, everybody with the supportive comments, it's amazing, man. I really from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you. Even on Facebook, you can find the podcast there. You can find my details there as well. Under Pinkster podcast, and my name Jason Rupain. It's been a hectic couple of days for me. I'm just grateful that God brought us as a group through. As many of you know, we had our above our worship production this past Sunday. Yo, it was good. I really. I felt for people who weren't there. God was present in our midst, and I'm really grateful for God that we were able to come through it. As you can see, I have a bookie. Tonight I have a bookie because I really seeing that we did a recap on Pinkster in Grand West. I just think it would be very wrong of myself to not recap an event that I myself was a part of, and that was so successful. So tonight that is what we are doing. For those who are wondering, we are recapping above our worship. God was in our midst. The feedback, the applause from people, the gratitude, it was really good. It was really good to be there. We got together Saturday evening to do the sound check. It was hectic because a lot of things went wrong regarding load shedding, and had to rush up and down, but God brought us to give us the energy, and I'm grateful for that because it was a successful event. And I just wanted to recap it because I know I'm always late on these things, like I'm 2 days late already, but for the past few days, I was just trying to get my thoughts together. I was trying to just think about it and love it out again, because yes, God was good. And yeah, when Sunday happened, we came there early, but we had to start a lot later than we initially planned because of a lot of things that went wrong. But you improvise it. That's the the name of the game. You improvise as always. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. There was I was going through a mental process, a mental block as a musician, but I came through it, and then we really helped people. People were worshipping, and it was good. So, I don't want to take up too much of your time tonight, but when we opened the evening, we started with the one and only, the lady, Miss Veronica Meyer. She was supposed to be the highlight of the evening, and I looked at her, and to be able to pull a crowd like that. I don't want to say pull a crowd and then make it sound like it was a concert. It was fully a concert, but it was a concert. It was a production, but we also wanted to worship God. And Veronica Meyer putting her first on the list was a shock for a lot of people, because usually at these events, people come, they just want to see Veronica, or they want to see the headline act, and then they leave. But to our surprise, everybody stayed the whole evening, and it was good. It was good to see, because it really meant that people came to see everybody that was on the list, and to have Veronica Meyer start the event was good, because she really opened a platform for everybody. She led the way. People really got into the worship vibe with her. She sang two well-known songs. I can't get to the name because I don't know those songs really. It's CCM songs, but so I'm not really sure what the name of that song. Sorry to our CCM viewers, but yes, it was a CCM two songs, and yeah, she did well. I can say she did well, and so that was what was important. She just did well. And then Pastor Justin, Pastor Justin is one of my favorite people. I don't really, you don't go up to people and tell people, look, you one of my favorite people. Even though I'm a musician, I work with these people. I help them sing. I help them prepare. I'm like still, I would say I'm 80% a fan and 20% I'm a musician. So I'm both like that. I love before anything else. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of the person. And Pastor Justin is one of those people that was working with us for a long time already. This guy travels out of Hout Bay. If you're in the Cape Town area, he travels out of Hout Bay to buy our events and back home for rehearsals. That is at night after work. And I can't give this guy any more props than he deserves. He runs a small music school where he teaches students marimba, how to play the marimba and different instruments. So that is very much commendable from him. And because at all the events that he performs, he brings that marimba bands with and they perform songs. So if you do it, see his name, just check him out. You won't be spiked, you won't regret it. Because like to see youngsters, I mean they're like 10, 13 and they really did, they took it away. And as you know, I'll put videos on here at the bottom so you can hear for yourself how I'm not just saying that, it's just saying these things. Yes, they were amazing, man. It was really good. And then we had Minister Brighton. I'm gonna start going quicker through these things. I don't want to be too long tonight, But Minister Brighton with the spoken word. This guy I met a couple of years ago, and never did I think that he would be the one to do spoken word. A very, very shy guy from the beginning of from how you meet him. But when you meet him, he becomes a very extroverted person, and when you get to know him. And I met this guy, and he's such a loving guy, It's easy to connect with him because he is also a people's person. So once you talk to him, and you don't get a lot of ministers outside of singers, musicians, like the other arts, the other ministers, the other ministries in spiritual dancing and in spoken word and rap. Those kind of ministries, you don't get a lot of them, and you don't get them good, if I can say. Not that you have to be good for God. You can do it because you can get better. You practice your craft. You know what I mean? But this guy's been naturally gifted, I can think. How do you give a whole audience goosebumps with your spoken word? And this is Minister Brighton. I wanna give a props to him as well, man. To be able to take a stage, man alone, just with a backtrack, full house, and to be able to do that, with your stage fright, just work through your stage fright, quick, with a joke. His joke was knock knock. The crowd asked, "Who's there?" He said, "Nobody." The crowd said, "Nobody who?" And dude remained silent. Dude said they like this, stood there like. And then those claps in between, those came through. So it was good from him. And our set happened. Sorry, between the transitions I'm a bit fast, but then our set happened. We did I Can Only Imagine and Draw Me Close to You, a version of Kirk Franklin and can I forget this lady's name? But yes, it's a very famous lady. I will get to her name again. I'll put a picture here, don't worry. But Millicent and Pastor Abigail Thebus will get to Pastor Abby in a few minutes. Millicent, I met this lady for the first time last year, I think, or the year before. We did Pastor Abby's previous event together, and never would I have said that this lady is this spiritually inclined, a silent person. Man, next minute this lady took the stage and absolutely smashed it. she worshipped on the stage, and I was like, I was in awe. I'm playing. As I told you guys, I'm playing. I'm a fan. I'm playing, and I'm being like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, yo, get it, man, get it, go in. If you know me by now, I'm a fan. Just know, if anything about me, I'm a big fan of people who's at least trying, because like it's amazing to see. And Millicent went in, man, she went in. That literally gave what the previous ministers did. That gave it another level into the spiritual realm, if I can say it like that, and it was good. It was amazing. And I wanna give her props. So the next two artists I did not see because we were busy with our next outfit, our next dress up, our next outfits. So we were in the dressing room, but I still want to mention him. It's Heinrich Isaacs and Miss Philippine. Both did backing tracks, but I'm sure they did amazing, because as we were standing at the back in the dressing rooms, we heard like the crowd going mad. So I would like to apologize to them too, because I didn't hear. But yes, it was good, So props to you. So the next two was Candace and Caitlin. Never heard of them before this event, right? But I knew when we eventually heard that they were gonna be part of the lineup. They had just released a new single on YouTube and Spotify. I think I'll leave a link here for you to go listen to the single. Beautiful single. They didn't perform it on Sunday, but they did a few well-known songs. They did King of Glory and another song. I'm not sure what the other song. I'll put it here, but like I like to remember what people brought to the event, and they literally brought a CCM worship, and I loved it because it was beautiful, The mommy a little bit shy-ish. I think her name is Caitlin or Candace. Candace is her mommy's name, and she was a little bit shy at the beginning, But when her daughter came up, Caitlin, man, she played piano for their set, and they really blew us away with their especially the daughter, her getting up and being able to turn it on immediately, go in with the crowd, go in. Man, it's amazing to see young people just get up and like take a mic. You're not scared, you're not, so I commend them for that. I would really perform with them anytime, minister with them. It was good, it was really good. So as the evening ramped down, we came with Chanel Simon. Chanel I met a few years back already, but we were young, and as we grew, we didn't know each other as in friends, but we watched each other grow on Facebook and then on Instagram. To see her, this is now my personal opinion on people, and this is why I'm here, so that I can say what I think about people. When I met Chanel, also very shy, but she was singing, but never really worshipped, if I can say. Never tried to, but never had that confidence to really take the reins and go in. Up until a few months back, we were in Tukai, and I saw that Chanel really surprised me because of how she went in, and I was really amazed at the difference from a few years back that I didn't see her for like minister at events, and the difference was amazing, which brought her to above our worship one Sunday. She did I Have Hope, and what I don't remember now. I'm forgetting a lot of songs, but but man, to witness these young people minister the word of God, it's amazing. And to to really worship God on stage, I will really take my hat off for these guys, you know. And because I know they blessed, man. They, you know, when you have you gifted, and you know you gifted, so you just sing, but you don't sing to worship God. And then you get people who really worship God, who don't care how the audience is looking at you, how the crowd is reacting to you. And that part is amazing for me. For me personally, I love that. And Minister Chanel and Minister Jody Peterson, they came up immediately after each other. Man, they really brought it up, and it was good. And then we had Pastor Chester before I forget Pastor Chester. Can't forget Pastor Chester. Pastor Chester is such a quiet guy, but very spiritual, if I can say it like that, you know. It's very spiritual. He didn't say a lot to us in the rehearsal, the dress rehearsal on Saturday. He just said, look, we're gonna do the song I Speak Jesus by Charity Gale, a cover on that. It was amazing. Wow, man. You really must if you weren't there. And then I want to come to the mama of the event, the mama of 80 Music Ministries, Pastor Abigail Thebus. It was a birthday celebration in this week as well. Was a birthday, so happy birthday to Pastor. Wow, she really pulled it off. You know, a lot of people were against her, couldn't. Let me say that a few weeks before we came into this event, a lot of people didn't want to help her, in the sense that they could help her, like financially. It was a lot of pressure on Pastor, but Pastor did it, pushed through, prayed through, and for that I am grateful to God. Because if we did not have a prayer warrior in our group, and a prayer warrior as our visionary, this would not have been successful. So I want to give Pastor Abigail Thebus. She was recently ordained as an apostle. Abigail Thebus, I want to give her all the props to her. She did pulled off an amazing event. A lot of people, you know, the feedback towards her was amazing. She was the visionary of this concert, this production, and also brought a theme song called Above Our Worship. And that song, a lot of people were mad, were raving, because it's such a beautiful song. I will post it here as well. It was such a beautiful song, you know. And God is good. God let her, God gave that song to her in the spirit, and we just had help to envelop the song and, you know, bring it out. And the response to the song was amazing. So congratulations to Pastor Abigail Thebus and each and every other member of 80 Music Ministries. Let me run down the name from the right to left. It was Michaela Britz, Lillian Robson, Wade Gladden, Pastor Anthony, Cameron. We had Cameron Sharman. We had Shannon. We had Uncle Frank, Uncle Tola, as we all call it. We had Uncle Tola. And we had Minister Jacques. Word on Minister Jacques. Jacques is 15 years old, you know, 15 years old, and he's playing, and he's a guitarist, and he's playing like this at this level. I want to just show a shout out to Jacques as well. He had a panic attack before the event, you know. All these things happen because it was his first concert, but when we all helped him through it, dude pulled through, and dude took it away. So a big shout out to Jacques. Congratulations to him for also pulling through his first, you know, big concert. I'm so proud of him. 15 years old, right? And then we had Mr. Mankis, Jason Martin, my dear friend of mine. I'm also I think this is one of his first, I'm not sure, but Yes, he did an amazing job. Everybody that was the vocals, everybody did an amazing job. Um, then we had two dramas for the evening. Justin Rupain and Wade and Justin, man, they are so similar, na, in they are similar in their playing style but different in their personalities, man. The opposite spectrum, but the love that we all have for each other is amazing. Wade and Justin, amazing job on drums. We had Ashwin Rubain on bass guitar, and then myself on synthesizers and organs. So that was the group for the evening. Yes, so let me end the video there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble again about 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 our worship. I couldn't ramble to anybody, so you guys I'll ramble to you guys. So thank you for listening, and I appreciate you guys. I have a blessed evening, have a blessed day. Remember God, the Lord is our shepherd, in everything pray to him. If you don't feel like praying, remember something is forcing you not to pray. So always just be prayerful. Amen. Be blessed and keep well. Bye.